Hello friends, today we are going to discuss here book number 1, unit number 2b, evolution of commerce here. Here, evolution of commerce, you will see that the evolution means it is the commerce is the brain of economics here. And here, the evolution of commerce 1 and commerce 2. In our day-to-day life, we use many things, our neighbors, associates, friends, etc. Get such types of many things. In 20th century, world economy, trade system changed rapidly. Now here the term commerce can be defined in the following formulation or formula or equation. Commerce is equal to trade plus aids to trade here. And now you will find that in our day-to-day life, we purchase variety of goods, products like both paste, brush, tea, sugar, etc. And trading means buying or selling. The main objective trading is to earn profit here. You will get a clear idea of trading from the following pictures also. In all trading activities, there is no assured profit. Sometimes, due to some reasons, there can be a loss in trading transactions also. Suffering losses in trading is not the aim of the trading concern, but to earn profit is the aim of the trading activities also. Here, there are many aids to trade also. Here, the cloth is produced in cotton mills of Mumbai. The information about the cloth product is sent to the people through the various needs or medias like advertisement also. Now, here in order to distribute these goods, there are some agents, then there is also communication, and there is also for storage also here. And for the set of the storage, you can find such types of sets here. Now the cost of goods is paid by the buyer to help the various modes such as cash, check, demand draft. Here banks are the helpful also. Sometimes the till goods are sold, when goods are sold in the transit, they may get damaged due to the accidents or fire or theft. Thus, goods require protection against losses. And for this protection, the goods are must be insured. Apart from the banking transactions, banks carry out the work of trading letters time to time, keeping accounts, etc. to carry out such office work also. So there are 8 types of such aids to trade, and those are advertisement, agents, communication, and then transportation, storage or warehouses, and insurance, banks, and other equipment also. There are some stages in the evolution of commerce, and those stages are known as here. The stages in the evolution are here. Some of the stages, first stage was hunting stage, and you will find such stages where first hunting stage was there. Then there was a stage like better barter economy. Then third stage was village economy. Then town economy was the fourth stage. National economy was the fifth stage, and world economy was the sixth stage. In hunting stage, the man was nomadic stages. Hunting was the main occupation. He had to wander for his food. The life was unstable also. But here in second stage, barter exchanges a system. In this stage, man realized that instead of hunting animals, rearing the animal was more beneficial. So their main occupations, man became in the stage hunting, animal rearing, and fishing also. In the third, here exchange of one commodity for another mean was barter exchange. There were some practical difficulties in the system also. Those difficulties were double considerations of wants and possessions. Then second was difficulty of means of subdivision. And third difficulty was absence of the common measurement of value or fixing the standard prices. Then there was also village economy. Then in the third stage, it was when money came into the existence, The transactions got split into the two parts. Man started producing more than required and surplus was sold to exchange for money also. Then it was fourth stage was town economy. In this stage, the human development was size of village expanded and the village was religious places, education centers and art schools grew faster, but village grew up more into towns. In this way, towns came into the existence also. And the town economy, the villagers' agriculture was main occupation. In the town's main occupation was trade and industry was there. Then fifth stage was national economy. There was also in this stage, beginning of 18th century, the nation came into the existence in Europe. Various countries were discovered. European countries established their colonies also. James Watt investigated or invented steam engine and Cartwright invented power loom. Here invented spinning jenny due to the inventions of electricity and telephone. Major changes took place in the patterns of the production also. Then there was a sixth stage and it was world economy. In this stage, it was the advanced version of national economy. Rapid development was taking place in the science and technology also. The use of computer in this increasing all the sectors, satellites, their meaning and the use field of communications also. There was also International Financial Institute, and there, was started, was conference on 1st July 1944 to 22nd July 1944 in Baton Wood, New Hampshire in America. There was starting members were 45 nations were present for the conference. As a result of this conference, following two institutions were established in 1945. First was World Bank and second was International Monetary Fund, that was IMF. The name of these some institutions, European Investment Bank, established in 1959, Inter-American Development Bank 1961, African Development Bank 1964, and Asian Development Bank 1966. Meaning of these trade block was formed by the various nations collective to minimize the deficiencies and restrictions of trade goods, services as well as capital also, and investment in the regional territory also. The main objective of these members countries in doing so is to make available sizable regional market for the countries having small economies and promote large scale production with their extensive use of principles of divisions also. Then there was Organization of European Economic Cooperation in 1948, OEEC, then European Coal and Steel Community, then European Economic Community, and European Free Trade Association. Other trade blocs were like Free Trade Zones of Europe, then APEC, General Agreement and Tariff in 1948. This was international organization affiliated to United Nations Organization, and in 1995 there was a converted into World Trade Organization, that is known as WTO. World Trade Organization is after completion of urgency round negotiations in 1993. On 1st January 1995, GATT was converted into World Trade Organization. It is the policy of bringing liberalization in the world of trade also. Then there was also some e-commerce. Information technology has changed our life drastically. Information technology has entered in decisively in all fields of the trade and commerce also. Nowadays, internet, world wide web, emails, computer are used for completing buying and selling transactions also. This has resulted in improvement, accuracy, efficiency and speedy transactions. There was a definition of e-commerce by the WTO. WTO has defined e-commerce means production, supply, trade and selling, buying and distribution of channels, repairs, maintenance services as such types of processes are carried out by the electronic media also. E-commerce can also be defined as the following ways. The trade taking place with the help of exchange of information through the electronic communication devices of two computers also. Then there was some of the trading known as e-commerce transactions, trading and e-commerce. There was a difference between inquiry, then response to price list, then purchase order, then payment, receipt of the products and goods. There was also a type of e-commerce transactions. Some e-commerce transactions are business to business, that means B2B. Then second is business to consumer, that means B2C. Third is consumer to business, C2B, and fourth is known as consumer to consumer, C2C. So these are the four types of e-commerce transactions. There are some advantages of this e-commerce. There are 9 points of these advantages of e-commerce. First is time and money saved. Then second is no need to carry the cash, no need to go banks. Then cost of carrying goods and home time can be saved. The goods are received directly from the producer. Then specification and complaints about the goods can be directly given to the producer. The facility of receiving and sending right products on the trade and commerce also here. Then changes of getting customers for old household materials also. There are no holidays for such transactions. There are some advantages to sellers, then customers, and limitations are also there. Then it means globalization. Globalization became the buzzword in 21st century. It is considered as the peak point of the economic evolution. The great American thinker Francis Poneman has wrote in his book End of the History that the democracy is the peak point of the political system, same as the capitalism is the economic system also. There are some natures of economies in countries, and there are some towards globalization also. There are some advantages of this globalization. First, there are 12 points of these advantages. First is to increase the efficiency. Second was to change the attitude of the government organization. Third was international market for handicapped and cottage industry. Fourth advantage is export opportunities. Fifth is new business opportunities. Sixth is supply of information. Then unlimited opportunities. 8 point is speedy and economical communication. 9 point is opportunity of higher education. Then 10th is world opportunities. 11th is availability of advanced technology. And 12th point is of availability of goods on large scales also. There are some easy availability of foreign currency. This is the 13th advantage. 14th is better utilization of principles of divisions of labor. Then 15th is curtailment of governmental expenditure. 16th is simplicity of legislation. 17th is international cooperation. 18th is understanding and brotherhood. And 19th point is extension of helpful natural calamities also. There are some disadvantages of this globalization also. Those are 11 points. First is domination of multinational companies. Second is survival of become difficult. Then third is entry of multinational companies into public interests or public sector. Then fourth is transfer of old technology. Then fifth is goods harmful to the environment also. Sixth is discriminating treatment to the underdeveloped countries also. Then seventh point is of disadvantage, expansion or exploitation of natural resources. Eighth is adverse effects on the culture. Then ninth is though liberal policies followed, there was also restrictions on human migration. 10th is intellectual property. 11th is electronic equipment used in business may have adverse effects also. So these are some advantages and disadvantages of such types of globalization. There are some words and their meanings are also given at the end of each unit here. First here, division of labor, then credit money, cottage industry, import, export, joint stock company, cooperation, then multinational corporations, trade blocks, e-commerce and globalization. There are also some self-study questions are also given. Now here in Maraठी पुस्तकामध्ये ज्याला आपण व्यवसायाची उत्क्रांती म्हणतो किंवा वाणिज्य उत्क्रांती, खऱ्या अर्थाने वाणिज्य हा जो शब्द आहे, वाणिज्य या शब्दाचा अर्थ व्यापार अधिक व्यापार पूरक साधने किंवा अनुषंगिक साधने, त्याला आपण ट्रेड प्लस एड टू ट्रेड असं म्हणू शकतो. अर्थात वाणिज्यामध्ये व्यापार व्यक्ती जे संस्था मुख्य काम करतात त्यांना व्यापार म्हणतात. व्यापाराचे प्रमुख काम हे वस्तूची किंवा मालाची खरेदी आणि खरेदी केलेल्या मालाची विक्री करणे होय. व्यापाराची अनुषंगिक जी साधने आहेत त्यामध्ये विविध प्रकारचा समावेश होतो. त्यामध्ये जाहिराती, त्यानंतर दलाल, संदेश वहन, वाहतूक व्यवस्था, साठवण, विमा किंवा बँका आणि कचेरीतील संसाधने किंवा साधने इत्यादींचा समावेश होतो. नेहमीच्या बोलण्यात वाफेच्या इंजिनाने दळणवळण क्षेत्रात क्रांती केली आहे असे म्हटले जाते. तर माओने चीनमध्ये क्रांती केली अशा प्रकारची वाक्य येतात तेव्हा आपण क्रांती हा शब्द वापरतो. तेव्हा आपणास येथे आमूलाग्र बदल आणि हा एकदम बदल झालेला दिसतो. परंतु उत्क्रांती ही वेगळ्या प्रकारची प्रक्रिया म्हणतो, कारण मानवी जीवनाची उत्क्रांती होत आहे. उत्क्रांती संज्ञेमध्ये उत्क्रांतीची प्रक्रिया अखंड आणि सतत चालू असते. त्यामध्ये सतत बदल होत असतो. हा बदल हळूहळू होतो. म्हणजे क्रांती आणि उत्क्रांती ह्यामध्ये जो फरक आहे, क्रांती म्हणजे अचानक झालेला बदल, तर उत्क्रांती म्हणजे हळूहळू होणारा बदल. साधारणपणे या बदलाने सोपी आणि प्रक्रिया गुंतागुंतीची बनत असते. त्यानंतर वाणिज्य उत्क्रांतीच्या विविध अवस्था आहेत. त्यामध्ये 6 टप्पे किंवा अवस्था आहेत. पहिली अवस्था म्हणजे शिकारी अवस्था, दुसरी वस्तू विनिमय अवस्था, तिसरी राष्ट्रीय ग्रामीण अर्थव्यवस्था, चौथी राष्ट्रीय शहरी अर्थव्यवस्था, पाचवी राष्ट्रीय अर्थव्यवस्था आणि 6वी जागतिक अर्थव्यवस्था इत्यादी या टप्प्यांचा समावेश आहे. अर्थात शिकारी अवस्थेमध्ये मनुष्य रानटी अवस्थेत होता. शिकार करणे हा त्याचा प्रमुख उद्योग होता. त्यानंतर वस्तू विनिमय अवस्थेमध्ये वस्तूंची देवाणघेवाण सुरू झाली. त्यानंतर साहजिकच दुहेरी योगाची आवश्यकता, त्यानंतर वस्तू विनिमयाची विभागीय अडचण, किंमत ठरवणे अशा काही अडचणी या वस्तू विनिमय अवस्थेमध्ये होत्या. त्यानंतर ग्रामीण अवस्थेमध्ये पैसा अस्तित्वात आल्यावर विनिमय एका ठिकाणी 2 विभागात होऊ लागलं. त्यानंतर शहरी अर्थव्यवस्थेत मानवाचा विकास होत असताना गावे मोठी झाली आणि त्या ठिकाणी शहरांचा उदय झाला. राष्ट्रीय अर्थव्यवस्थेत अनेक देशामध्ये युरोप मधील देशांच्या वसाहती, आशिया, आफ्रिका इत्यादी खंडात स्थापन होऊ लागल्या. त्यामुळे जेम्स वॅटने अर्थात औद्योगिक क्रांती झाली. जेम्स वॅटने वाफेच्या इंजिनाचा शोध लावला, कार्टराइटने पॉवरलूमचा शोध लावला किंवा हार्ग्रीव्हने स्पिनिंग जेनीचा शोध लावला. त्यामुळे मोठ्या प्रमाणावर उत्पादन होऊ लागलं. त्यानंतर 6वा टप्पा किंवा स्टेज म्हणजे जागतिक अर्थव्यवस्था. या अर्थव्यवस्थेत राष्ट्रीय अर्थव्यवस्था सुधारलेली अर्थव्यवस्था मानली जाते. आंतरराष्ट्रीय वित्तीय संस्था ज्या आहेत त्यामध्ये प्रामुख्याने जागतिक बँक आणि आंतरराष्ट्रीय नाणेनिधीचा समावेश होतो. त्यानंतर जागतिक व्यापार संघटना ही साधारणपणे 1995 मध्ये स्थापन झाली. त्यामध्ये 120 पेक्षा जास्त देश या संघटनेचे सभासद आहेत. त्यानंतर ई कॉमर्स हा जो प्रकार आहे त्यामध्ये ई कॉमर्स म्हणजे उत्पादन, पुरवठा, व्यापार, विक्री, खरेदी, वितरण व्यवस्था या सर्व सेवा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक माध्यमाद्वारे करणे होय. ई कॉमर्सच्या व्यवहारातील अनेक टप्पे आहेत. त्यामध्ये अतिशय जलद प्रक्रिया होऊ शकते. व्यापार ई कॉमर्स यामध्ये फरक आहे. अर्थात पारंपरिक व्यापार आणि ई कॉमर्स मध्ये हा जो फरक आहे त्यामध्ये मालाची चौकशी, चौकशीचे उत्तर किंवा खरेदीचा आदेश, त्यानंतर पेमेंट ऑफ कॉस्ट म्हणजे किंमत देणे, वस्तू मिळणे इत्यादी फरकाचे मुद्दे आपल्याला सांगता येतील. ई कॉमर्स व्यवहाराचे जे प्रकार आहेत त्यामध्ये बिझनेस टू बिझनेस, बिझनेस टू कंझ्युमर, कंझ्युमर टू बिझनेस आणि कंझ्युमर टू कंझ्युमर असे 4 प्रकार आहेत. 20व्या शतकात जागतिकीकरणाचा उदय झाला आणि ही जी इतिहासाची अखेर आहे असे मानले जाते. जागतिकीकरणाची पार्श्वभूमी साधारणतः 2 महायुद्धे 1935 ते 1945 या काळात झाली आणि सोव्हिएत रशियाचे विघटन झाण्यापूर्वी भांडवलशाही आणि रशियाचा साम्यवाद 2 परस्पर विरोधी विचारप्रणाली संभाव्य होत्या. जागतिकीकरणाकडे देशाच्या अर्थव्यवस्थेची स्वरूप मुक्त बाजारपेठ, त्यानंतर बंधने कमी करणे, पर्यावरण किंवा नैसर्गिक संपत्तीचा योग्य वापर करणे, जागतिकीकरणाचे काही फायदे देखील आपल्याला सांगता येतील. या फायद्यामध्ये प्रामुख्याने व्यवसाय संस्थांचा कार्यक्षमता, त्यानंतर सरकारी व्यवसाय, हस्तकला, निर्यात संधी, ई कॉमर्स, त्यानंतर माहितीचा शोध, ज्ञान आणि करमणुकी संधी, जलद आणि कमी खर्चात संदेश वहन, त्यानंतर उच्च शिक्षणाच्या संधी, जगभर नोकरीच्या संधी, आधुनिक तंत्रज्ञानाचा वापर, त्यानंतर मोठ्या प्रमाणाची वस्तूची उपलब्धता, परकीय चलन, श्रम विभागणी, सरकारी खर्चामध्ये कपात, कायदे आणि कार्यपद्धतीमध्ये सुलभता, त्यानंतर आंतरराष्ट्रीय सहकार्य किंवा व्यक्तीमध्ये सामंजस्य आणि नैसर्गिक अडीअडचणींचा मर्यादित मदतीचा ओघ इत्यादी 19 फायदे आपल्याला या जागतिकीकरणाचे सांगता येतील. अर्थात जागतिकीकरणाचे काही तोटे देखील आहेत. बहुराष्ट्रीय कंपन्यांचं त्यामध्ये वर्चस्व होतं किंवा अविकसित देशातील कंपन्यांना टिकून राहणं अवघड असतं. बहुराष्ट्रीय कंपन्या सार्वजनिक हिताच्या क्षेत्रात प्रवेश करतात. अविकसित देशांना जुने तंत्रज्ञान दिलं जातं. पर्यावरणाचा ऱ्हास होतो. अविकसित देशांना असमान वागणूक दिली जाते. नैसर्गिक संपत्तीचा संवाद होतो. सांस्कृतिक विविधतेवर विपरीत परिणाम होतात. खुले धोरण असूनही मानवी संस्थानांवर बंधने प्राप्त होतात. बौद्धिक मालमत्तेचं नुकसान होऊ शकतं. इलेक्ट्रॉनिक यंत्रणेचा वापर या ठिकाणी विपरीत प्रमाणात होऊ शकतो. त्यानंतर या प्रत्येक युनिटच्या शेवटी तुम्हाला काही पारिभाषिक शब्द आणि त्याचे अर्थ दिलेले आहेत. जसं की या ठिकाणी श्रम विभागणी, त्यानंतर पतपैसा, कुटीर उद्योग, आयात आणि निर्यात, संयुक्त भांडवली संस्था, सहकार, त्यानंतर बहुराष्ट्रीय कंपन्या इत्यादी, त्यानंतर ई कॉमर्स, व्यापार गट आणि जागतिकीकरण. त्यानंतर यातला पुढचा जो युनिट आहे त्यामध्ये वाणिज्य उत्क्रांती. त्यामध्ये in English it is known as evolution of commerce be here. What is money? Money is known as the ordinary people say that money means rupee. If you ask such questions, American, they will say that money means dollar. In England, they will say as pound. In Japan, they will say as yen. All these answers are right, but from the commerce student point of view, these answers are not correct or incorrect. Rupee, dollar, pound, those are some answers here, but money is the matter of functions for major medium standard store. This is definition 1. There is also another definition given by Professor W. Nellons. Anything is money which functions generally is as medium of exchange also here. Now, there are some functions of this money also. The functions of money here, you will find that those are the medium. First function is of the medium of exchange. The main feature of the money is acceptance. All people accept money. With the help of the money, they can purchase goods or services also. This means here you will find that the first function is of the medium of exchange here. Here money performs various functions. If all functions are to be included in one definition, it would be very large one and complicated. So there is the first function is of medium function. It is one of the main feature of that. The money means the act as medium of exchange also. In the previous unit, you have studied that the transactions of exchange of goods was divided into two parts. The use of money instead of purchasing goods by giving goods, it was preferred to sell those possessed goods of money, and out of this money, the goods of one choice were purchased due to the use of money also. Then there is also a second function of this money here. Second function is to measure the value of goods also. Here, measure the value of goods. That means you will find all the goods and commodities can be measured in terms of money, which facilitates prompt completion of transactions. and then money was not in use. The value of every customer was increased, measured in terms of value of other commodity also. Money acts as measure road to the value of different product also. Then second, third function is of that store value, store of value. Use of money helps accumulation of wealth. When money was not in existence, goods were required to be stored. Due to these perishable goods, it was were undervalued also. The storage of needed protection. Money is not perishable. Money can be presented in the form of currency notes, bank deposits, and other deposits also. Then the fourth function of money is standard means of deferred payment. The value of money here, you will find that fourth function is standard means of deferred. The value of money is stable, therefore money acts as standard of means which the future payments can be made also. Thus, goods can be sold on credit in exchange of goods, and the values of goods were not stable also. There is also fifth function, that is other functions here. Now, apart from the above functions, money performs several other functions also, which are helpful in the increasing utility of money. Other functions of money are, as money is the base of modern banking. It is also with its use of money, we can purchase of buying and selling completed and conveniently also. Then next one is of the division of work can be followed extensively and effectively. All types of properties can be converted into money easily, and due to the money saving can be easily converted into the इन्व्हेस्टमेंट also. मराठीमध्ये याला आपण पैसा म्हणतो किंवा वाणिज्य उत्क्रांती विभाग 2 मध्ये पैसा म्हणजे आपल्या सर्वांना माहिती आहे की रोजच्या जीवनामध्ये आपण ही परिचयाची वस्तू म्हणून मानतो. अर्थात पैसा म्हणजे बहुसंख्यांचं उत्तर भारतामध्ये रुपया असं मानलं जाईल किंवा अमेरिकनना हा प्रश्न विचारला तर ते डॉलर असं उत्तर देतील किंवा इंग्लंडमध्ये प्रश्न विचारला तर ते पाऊंड असं उत्तर देतील, जपानमध्ये विचारला तर ते येन असं उत्तर देतील. परंतु वाणिज्यशास्त्राचा विद्यार्थी या दृष्टिकोनातून ते उत्तर बरोबर मानण्यात येणार नाही. कारण पैशाची व्याख्या विनिमयाचं माध्यम म्हणून किंवा काम करणारं सर्वसामान्य कोणतीही वस्तू म्हणजे पैसा होय, ही व्याख्या W.T. विलियन यांनी केली. त्यानंतर विनिमयाचं माध्यम म्हणून त्याचबरोबर संपत्ती वाटण्याचे साधन म्हणून कोणतीही वस्तू स्वीकारली जात असेल ती वस्तू म्हणजे पैसा होय. पैशाची प्रमुख किंवा एक व्याख्या म्हणजे मनी, इंग्रजीमध्ये जी व्याख्या केली जाते ज्याला मनी इज अ मॅटर ऑफ फंक्शन फॉर मीडियम मेजर स्टँडर्ड फ्लोर असं म्हणता येईल. पैशाची विविध कामं आहेत, त्यामध्ये विनिमय माध्यम पहिलं कार्य, अर्थात स्वीकार्यता. आपण पैसा लोक सर्व स्वीकारतात, कोणती वस्तू सेवा पैसा देऊन मिळू शकते, म्हणजे पैसा विनिमयाचे माध्यम म्हणून काम करू शकतो. दुसरं कार्य हे वस्तूचे मूल्यमापन, ज्याला आपण मेजरमेंट म्हणतो. कोणत्याही वस्तूचं मूल्यमापन पैशामध्ये आपल्याला करता येऊ शकतं, त्यामुळे व्यवहार लवकर पूर्ण होते आणि व्यवसाय साहजिकच पैसा अस्तित्वात नसता तेव्हा वस्तूची किंमत आणि इतर वस्तूंची करावी लागत असे, ज्याला आपण बार्टर इकॉनॉमी असं म्हणतो. तिसरं कार्य आहे संपत्तीची साठवण. पैशाच्या वापराने आपण संपत्तीची सहज साठवण करू शकतो. पैसा नसेल तर हे वस्तू साठवून ठेवाव्या लागत होत्या. चौथं कार्य भविष्य काळातील देणी देण्याचे साधन, ज्याला आपण स्टँडर्ड असं म्हणतो. पैशाची किंमत साधारणपणे स्थिर राहणार असल्याने भविष्य काळात देणी देणे पैशामुळे शक्य होतं. या 4 कामाशिवाय इतर प्रकारची जी कामं आहेत त्यामध्ये आधुनिक बँकिंग व्यवसाय, पैसा नसेल तर बँकिंग व्यवसाय सुरू करता येणार नाही. पैशाच्या वापराने खरेदी विक्री व्यवहार जलद होतात. त्यानंतर पैसा असल्याने सर्व प्रकारच्या मालमत्तेचं आपल्याला पैशात रूपांतर करता येऊ शकतं आणि पैशामुळे बचतीचं रूपांतर गुंतवणुकीमध्ये देखील करता येऊ शकतं. पैशाची जी उत्क्रांती आहे, इंग्रजीमध्ये ज्याला आपण इव्होल्युशन ऑफ मनी म्हणतो, त्याचा प्रामुख्याने यामध्ये 2-2-3 या मुद्द्यामध्ये विचार केलेला आहे. medium of exchange, then it is also we have there was some stages of this evolution of money here. There are some stages. First stage was like barter exchange. Barter system had following deficiencies. Barter means to exchange the commodity for the other commodity. But there are some deficiencies. Requirement of double coincidence was want and possession. Second was difficulty of common measurement. Third was difficulty of subdivision, and fourth was difficulty in storage of value also. So these are some difficulties in the barter exchange. Then there was commodity was money, then maintenance of money, then metal coins sometimes after one. Then following were the deficiencies of metallic coins carrying from one place to another. It was difficult one or inconvenient. Risk was involved in carriage. Then counting large amount of coins was difficult one. Then there came paper money. Here paper money means use of paper, and those where numbers are printed just like rupee 1, 2 and 5, 10 on the paper, and these currency notes were started by the Reserve Bank of India also. Then came credit money. Banks accepted such credit cards and pay orders and demand drafts also. With the help of credit money, we can exchange or make purchase or sales of our commodity also. Like this, then there was also credit cards also, some on the checks also. Magnetic ink character of recognition check, that is micro check. This check is helpful by giving money to the customer at earliest, by reducing the time of interbanking transactions. The Reserve Bank of India using micro technology as method of passing checks through the machines also. All the banks are following this method of micro MICR, that means magnetic ink character recognition check here. Then there are also personal check, electronic check, then credit cards are also there. Then there are some automatic uh, debit card and ATM also. Nowadays, ATM are available for 24 hours. ATM means automated teller machine. This is the full form of short form ATM. ATM transactions account bank is to be opened, and particular amount of the maintenance into the bank also. There are some electronic clearing services, ECS also, then internal banking also there. Then there was a pre-machine age, and after pre-machine age, there was also machine age also. Features of industrial revolution, use of machines and other power, then introduction, industrialization, division of labor and specialization, then new forms of business organization, growth of urban areas like cities, then sixth was international market also. So these are features of industrial revolution. Then there are some features of pre-machine age. There are 22 numbers, and features of machine age there are 21 numbers. There is also difference between our comparative comparison between pre-machine age and machine age, and those are the points or period. Period before 1760 was known as pre-machine age, and the period after 1760 was known as machine age. There was also difference of nature of economy and economic activities, then types of production, then trade and commerce, money and banking, transport and communication. These are the some comparative points for the pre-machine age and machine age also. Then there was the distribution of goods also. Then there are some words and their meanings are also given at the end of this unit also. Such words as dollar, pound, these are the currencies of each country. Just like dollar is the currency of America, pound is the currency of England, yen is the currency of Japan. Then credit transactions, banking business, then central bank, then capitalism. The definition of capitalism, one of the type of the economy here. Communication, credit card, debit card, ATM card. So these are some words and their meanings are also given at the end of each unit here. मराठीमध्ये ज्याला आपण पैशाची उत्क्रांती म्हणतो. पैशाची उत्क्रांती विचारात घेत असताना त्यामध्ये प्रामुख्याने ज्या अवस्था आहेत, पैशाच्या उत्क्रांतीच्या अवस्था प्रामुख्याने चार प्रकार त्यामध्ये किंवा अनेक प्रकार आहेत. पहिली वस्तू विनिमय अवस्था होती, त्यानंतर वस्तू हाच पैसा मानला जात होता. त्यानंतर धातूचा पैसा अस्तित्वाला, त्यामध्ये सोने चांदी इत्यादीच्या मौल्यवान धातूंचा वापर करू लागला. त्यानंतर या धातूंची काही अडचणी होत्या, एका ठिकाणून दुसरीकडे वाहतूक करणं गैरसोयीचं होतं, नाणी एका ठिकाणून दुसरीकडे नेण्यात धोका होता, जास्त रकमेची नाणी मोजण्यासाठी वेळ जात असेल. त्यानंतर कागदी नोटा अस्तित्वाला, कागदी नोटांच्या देखील काही अडचणी होत्या, नोटा खराब होणं किंवा पावसाने भिजून जाणं किंवा नोटाचा वापर जास्त असतो त्यामुळे फाटणं किंवा मोठ्या प्रमाणावर रकमांचे व्यवहार त्यामध्ये मोठा मोजण्याचा त्रास असतो, नोटा मोजण्यात चूक होण्याची शक्यता असते आणि नोटा हरवल्यास नुकसान होऊ शकतं. त्यानंतर पत पैसा किंवा क्रेडिट कार्ड अस्तित्वात आले. मॅग्नेटिक इंक कॅरेक्टर ज्याला पण आंतरबँक व्यवहाराची पूर्तता करण्यासाठी ग्राहकांना चेक वापरले जातात आणि त्याला मायकर चेक असं म्हणतात. या धनादेशावर विशिष्ट कागदाचा विशिष्ट पद्धती छापलेले असतात. चेकच्या खालच्या बाजूला कोड लाईन असते, त्याला कोड नंबर असतो. त्यामध्ये पहिले 6 अंक हे धनादेशाचा क्रमांक दर्शवतात, त्यानंतरचे 3 अंक शहराचा कोड नंबर दर्शवतात, नंतरचे 3 अंक बँकेचा कोड दर्शवतात, त्यानंतरचे 3 अंक हे शाखेचा कोड नंबर त्या ठिकाणी दर्शवतात. त्यानंतर थोडी मोकळी जागा असते, त्यानंतर बचत खाते किंवा चालू खाते यातील क्रमांक दर्शवणारे चेक असतात. अर्थात या मायकर चेकचा वापर केल्यामुळे साहजिकच लवकर बँकिंग ट्रान्झॅक्शन किंवा व्यवहार होऊ शकतात. त्यानंतर इलेक्ट्रॉनिक चेक, क्रेडिट कार्ड, डेबिट कार्ड, ATM कार्ड ज्याला आपण ऑटोमेटेड टेलर मशीन्स असं म्हणतो, त्यानंतर इंटर बँकिंग किंवा इलेक्ट्रॉनिक क्लिअरिंग सर्व्हिसेस हे इत्यादीचे प्रकार बँकिंग सेवेचे आहेत. त्यानंतर यंत्रपूर्व युग हा साधारणपणे 1760 पूर्वीचा काळ आणि यंत्रयुगाचा काळ म्हणजे 1760 नंतरचा काळ. औद्योगिक क्रांतीमध्ये काही प्रमुख वैशिष्ट्ये आपल्याला दिसून येतात, त्यामध्ये 6 प्रकारची वैशिष्ट्ये आहेत. बँक आणि यंत्र आणि इतर शक्तीचा वापर औद्योगिक क्रांतीमुळे होऊ लागला, कारखानदारी सुरू झाली, त्यानंतर श्रमविभागणी आणि विशेषीकरण सुरू झालं, औद्योगिक संघटनाचे प्रकार त्यामध्ये अस्तित्वात आले, शहरांची वाढ होऊ लागली, जागतिक बाजारपेठ निर्माण झाली. असे एकूण 6 वैशिष्ट्ये त्याची सांगता येते. यंत्रयुग आणि यंत्रपूर्व युग यांची तुलना करताना प्रामुख्याने यंत्रयुग पूर्वयुग इसवी सन 1760 पूर्वीचा कालावधी, यंत्रयुग 1760 नंतरचा कालावधी. त्यानंतर अर्थव्यवस्था आणि आर्थिक व्यवसाय. अर्थव्यवस्था यंत्रपूर्व युगात सोपी होती कारण शेती हा प्रमुख व्यवसाय होता आणि यंत्रयुगामध्ये अर्थव्यवस्था किचकट झाली कारण अनेक शेती शिवाय इतर व्यवसायांचे महत्व वाढू लागलं. वस्तू उत्पादन पद्धतीमध्ये यंत्रपूर्व युगात कुटीर उद्योगातून वस्तू आणि लहान प्रमाणावर उत्पादन होतं. यंत्रयुगामध्ये विविध वस्तूचे मोठ्या प्रमाणावर उत्पादन होऊ लागलं. त्यानंतर व्यापार आणि वाणिज्य. यंत्रपूर्व युगामध्ये खेडी आणि शहरापुरता व्यापार मर्यादित होता. यंत्रयुगामध्ये मात्र मागणीपूर्व मोठ्या प्रमाणावर उत्पादन होऊ लागलं. संदेशवहन आणि वाहतुकीची साधने वाढली, त्यामुळे संपूर्ण जग ही एक बाजारपेठ बनली. त्यानंतर पैसा आणि बँका हा जो तुलनेचा मुद्दा आहे, त्यामध्ये यंत्रपूर्व युगात पैशाचा वापर होत असला तरी वस्तू विनिमय देखील अस्तित्वात होता. यंत्रयुगामध्ये बँक विविध प्रकारच्या सेवा आणि पत पैशाचा वापर बँकेमध्ये होऊ लागला. वाहतूक आणि संदेशवहन. कार्यक्षम वाहतूक आणि संदेशवहनाच्या साधनांचा अभाव यंत्रपूर्व युगात होता, तर यंत्रयुगामध्ये अनेक प्रकारचे संदेशवहन साधने, प्रिंटर, टेलेक्स, टेलिफोन किंवा मोबाईल अशा प्रकारच्या साधनांचा वापर होऊ लागला. संपत्तीचे वाटप. यंत्रपूर्व युगामध्ये संपत्तीचे वाटप विषमता कमी होती, त्यामुळं गरीब आणि श्रीमंत असे वर्ग फारसे अस्तित्वात नव्हते. परंतु यंत्रयुगामध्ये संपत्तीची असमान वाटणी होऊ लागल्यामुळे श्रीमंत वर्गाकडून गरीब वर्गाची पिळवणूक होत आहे आणि त्यामुळे गरीब आणि श्रीमंत असे तफावत किंवा त्यांच्यातील अंतर मोठ्या प्रमाणात वाढत गेलं. प्रत्येक युनिटच्या शेवटी तुम्हाला काही पारिभाषिक शब्द आणि त्याचे अर्थ दिलेले असतात. जसं की या ठिकाणी पारिभाषिक शब्द आहे डॉलर, म्हणजे हा अमेरिकेतील चलन आहे. अमेरिकेच्या अर्थव्यवस्थेचे प्रमुख जगाच्या अर्थव्यवस्थेवर असल्याने अमेरिकेच्या डॉलर चलनाला जगात सर्वत्र मागणी असते. पाऊंड हे इंग्लंडचे चलन आहे. दुसऱ्या महायुद्धाच्या मध्ये 1945 पर्यंत इंग्लंडच्या जगभरात वसाहती होत्या आणि त्या ठिकाणी या चलनाची मान्यता होती. एन हे जपानचे चलन आहे. त्यानंतर क्रेडिट ट्रान्झॅक्शन किंवा ज्याला आपण उधारीचे व्यवहार म्हणतो, बँकिंगचा व्यवसाय आहे, म्हणजे लोकांच्या ठेवी स्वरूपात स्वीकारून त्या ठेवीचे विशिष्ट असे ठेवीदारांना मागणी केल्यावर परत करणे, हा बँकेचा चेक, ड्राफ्ट किंवा क्रेडिट कार्ड इत्यादीचा वापर बँक व्यवसायामध्ये होऊ शकतो. मध्यवर्ती बँक, प्रत्येक देशाची मध्यवर्ती बँक असते, जसे की भारताची मध्यवर्ती बँक ही रिझर्व्ह बँक ऑफ इंडिया आहे. त्यानंतर भांडवलशाही किंवा साम्यवाद, क्रेडिट कार्ड, डेबिट कार्ड, त्यानंतर एटीएम कार्ड, ज्याला आपण ऑटोमेटेड टेलर मशीन असं म्हणतो, अशा बँकेतून बँकेचे कार्ड असेल तरच दिवसाची 24 तास म्हणजे वर्षाची 365 दिवस केव्हाही बँकेचे व्यवहार आपल्याला एटीएम द्वारे पैसे भरणे, काढणे इत्यादी व्यवहार त्यामध्ये करता येऊ शकतात. त्यानंतर आपल्याला जे प्रत्येक युनिटच्या शेवटी तुम्हाला काही सेल्फ स्टडी क्वेश्चन किंवा स्वयं अध्ययनाचे प्रश्न दिलेले असतात. Then there is next unit is of unit 3 here in book number 1, that is procedure of commerce, number 1 here. Business means a static being busy. Then the person who is continuously busy is called businessman. But the activities which are carried out for the self-satisfaction are not included in the concept of business also. Here, economic sense, business means the state of being busy in money earning activities. Business also means the creation of utilities also here. There are some features of business also. There are 11 features of this business also. First feature is of human activity. Second feature is economic activity. Business activity is only human being, and the activities which are done by the animals, birds and creatures are not included in the business also. At the same time, activities done by the saints and priests who considered only one aspect of the issue, mentally imbalanced person should not be known as business also. There is second feature is economic activity. Activity from the production till distribution of goods, services only are the parts of the business also. Then third is production or distribution of goods. This is one of the feature. Then fourth is the earning profit. This is the main feature of the business also, because social welfare activities are also uh, activated in the business also. Then there is uncertainty in profit. Sometimes there might be some uh, uh, disturbances like natural calamities, and the profits may be not earned. So it means there is a earning point profit is not generated. Then sixth feature is creation of utility. Through the business, there are many activities are to be created, just like business of transport. This is for the transportation. Business of agency, this is also communication. Then accepting risk here. In every business, risk factor is involved, more or less also. Then eighth feature is organization of skill. Business is in advance, it cannot be carried out by everyone. Success or failure of the person depends upon the individual's capacity also, skills and organization ability also. Then there might be continuous process. Business is also continuous process, and the person who is repeatedly purchasing or selling goods or services is called businessman. Then 10th point is permission of law. The activities which are permitted by the law only are included in the business also. If particular activity is declared unlawful, then it is not included in the business also. Just like here, looting or theft is unlawful, so it is not the business. Then 11th feature is business is also art and science also. Business is art as well as it depends on the permission, personal skills, quality and capacity, the person to take hard work. At the same time, it is also science. It should be some of the rules and principles and techniques are like science, some, so the business is not only treated as an art, but it is also science here. Then there are some importances of business. There are many points of advantages or importance point of the business. There are 10 points of here. First point is optimum utilization of the means here. Second is satisfaction of the human need. Third point is specialization. Business facilities the specialization due to the provision of goods or business one. Then fourth point is increase in the governmental income. Then fifth is improvement of standard of living. Sixth is increase in capital. Then fast industrial evolution also there. Then there are some advantages of increase in capital also. Then motivation of industrial business also. Then there are some types of business also. There are two types of business here. First type is industry and second type is commerce here. Then these points are here of industry. Those points are here. Meaning of industry. The term industry relates to the production also. Then there is also industry is divided into following parts here: primary industry, then secondary industry, primary industry, extractive industry, and genetic industry, manufacturing of industry, and construction industry. These are the 2 points of secondary industry here. Then there is also some uh, points about the secondary industry. It is the industry which depends upon the primary industry. Unless and until the soil is taken out from the mine, the bricks are made of it. Unless raw iron is extracted from the mine, where construction cannot be carried out here also. Then analytical industry, then compounding industry, then process industry, then fourth is assembly industry. This is also known as different types of spares and parts are brought together and assembly as by giving final shape. The new product is created. It is known as assembly industry. For motor industry, watch making, television, bicycle, these are our railway bogies, etc. also. Then construction industry. It means the construction done by the bringing together raw materials like iron, cement, sand, stones. The buildings are constructed from one place to another place also. Then these are some of the aids to trade. There are trade is equal to aid trade plus aids to trade here. First one is First one is here wholesale trade. Because of the industrial revolution, large scale production was possible and goods were to be much before there. Then there was also goods are produced before demand and this type also. Then international trade here today foreign trade is gained for immense of importance because of foreign trade. Require goods which are not produced within the country also. Then there are some uh, trades also here: retail trade and national trade and domestic trade here. Import trade. Foreign trade is divided into three parts here. Import trade, first one is import trade, then second is export trade, and third is interport trade also. Import means when goods are purchased from other countries, it is known as import trade. Developing countries like India have to purchase machinery, technology from the development of developmental purpose for the from the development countries. The second is export trading. Selling of goods to other countries is known as export trade. The goods in excess with us are sold to the other countries and foreign currency earned here. Then interport. Finally, we purchase goods from the other country and when reaches to our party, they are sold to the third country instead of using for domestic purpose. It is known as interport trade here. Here the goods are purchased, imported with the intention to sell here to other countries. Due to this, we get foreign currency and this is ultimately international or in intention behind this also. Then there is also, there are some words and their meanings are also given here. And those are the month inquiry here. Important stages are there some here. First stage is inquiry, then second stage is price list. Then third is questions or quotations. Fourth is order. Then fifth is acknowledgement of order. Then sixth is giving credit facility, sorry, acceptance of order. Seventh is giving credit facility. Then eighth is execution of order. Then ninth is dispatch of goods. Tenth is intimation of dispatch of goods. Then uh, 11th is preparation of invoice here. Then this preparation of invoice. 12th is complaint adjustment. 13th is here sending accounts of collection to credit. Then 14th is payment of price and 15th is giving receipt. So these are some stages here in internal trade also. There are some words and their inquiry of goods. First you will find here sellers do publicity to their producers and different advertisements in media also, and it is price list is given. Then second is the here your price list is given. Then third point is of quotation. Specimen inquiry letter is given here. Suhas Trading Company, you will find that later. Then address, then telephone number, date is written here. Then you will find such uh, here Sonone Brothers price list is given here. Then address, telephone number, date, price list as per the quotations also here. Then third is quotation here. Condition of sales are also given. Conditions are one or two. Then there might be quotation here. The customer is interested in knowing the exact amount of before giving the quotation. Fourth is order here. The customer studies the different quotations and tries the list of the from the different sellers while comparing to the take into account. Then third is order is given here. And here Suhas Trading Company, he has given the order also here. Then fifth is acknowledgement of order here. Then sixth is accepting the order. Then seventh is granting credit facility. That means here some points are here. When the credit is to be given for the first time to the customer, his credit standing is considered. Then the credit words also. Then there are some execution of order, the credit facility. Then there is also execution of order. Ninth is dispatch of goods there. Here specimen of order is given in receipt book here also. Then dispatch of goods are dispatched from delivery department with the help of transport also. Heavy weights and large size are also given there. Then intimation here is also given. We shall stop here.